Today is December 29th, 22. Well, they started again this morning, so I started rambling about everything. When you actually listen to everything, it's really not funny. It's coming out. They're just embezzling from the federal government. Michelle's family, the agent out of the area, grabbing my case, bullying me into a false statement, bullying me the whole time. He was so cruel to me on that phone. I told you I tried to tell what happened at Huntington Bank. You liar, you either say you're lying or arrest you. I'm like, what? He said, you either. And I had a banker witnessing them walking off together, the lady getting paid to watch me, a paid stalker, um, a tape of them together from the bank, and inside Giant Eagle, there's a good chance they even caught him on tape saying it. You either. And then that banker screaming at that lady to stay out of this. I mean, it was a fiasco in there. And, you either say you're lying or I'll put you in jail. And I'm like, what? You either say it or I'll put you in jail. I'll come out right. Fine, whatever. Say it. Ha! And you know, he even got to the point of I had to start begging him, pleading for my life. Pleading for my life. Don't kill me. He said, why would the FBI help a person like you? Give me one reason. Now, I've been drugged up. He's part of it. It's his family. He knows. And he's getting ready to steal the money from the county. He's getting ready to open up. He's just bullying me. He's like, you give me one reason. I said, they'll kill me. So? Okay. And he said, you give me a reason why I'd even bother. And I said, well, they'll kill me. So? I said, well, my brother-in-law, Craig, worked at headquarters. And he died working for the government. What's his name? I told him. And about when he, fine, well, I'll help you. I'll list your informant. I'll move you out. It gets too bad. I'll pull you out. You have money, move out. He was never intended to give me a dime. Ever. He was going to steal that money from that case. He was just bullying me. You tell someone to list you crazy, no one can help you. He can't list me crazy. The only rules are to be an informant. In the Witness Protection Program, is you are a witness or a victim of a crime that you testify for the government in that case, and then they'd give you all that stuff. So they can't kill you, they can't frame you. He can't bend the law to his evil plans and for his family to embezzle money from the Witness Protection Program. Okay? And he can't bully people, badgering Department of Justice 1729. I can't be his only victim. I lived in Portage County. I called the hotline. The hotline, it should have went to Akron, not a Stark County FBI task force agent. Should not have called me back. Stark County should have not had anything to do with this. They wasn't in their area. He had no right touching it, being a family friend member. Michelle claimed that was her dad. Then I got to thinking how they said, for it's my daughter, her husband dates, he met her in Ravenna, is for our family watching her doing this. Michelle's young blonde girl showed up at Faith Family Church. My dad's FBI, he works the case. I date Dave. Okay, then they try to say it was Judge Pete's daughter. Well, Judge Pete looks old enough to be her grandpa. And then the white-haired guy with his hair put on the side. Dixie's seen him, John's seen him, Darlene's seen him. He looks just like Judge Pete. It's probably a brother or a cousin. And Bill from the Freemason has the same look. Same thing. And that's where it's Michelle's family doing this. And they did it to embezzle from the federal government. I was talking to Dixie. She said, Karen, I've always thought it was ridiculous. They did all this because Dave wanted to go out with somebody else. And they did all this for him to go out with somebody else. Well, it's ridiculous. They did all this for them to steal from the federal government. I cannot be that agent's only victim. And then he's running a scam, stealing $5,000 to $10,000 a month from the Witness Protection Program. He stole over $300,000 from my case. I never got a dime. He's embezzled that money. Badgering Laws, Department of Justice, they have to take your statement and follow through if they believe you or not. Do you know about one perk of being 50 years old? You know how they used to refer to people that worked for the government? Police, FBI, military, firemen. No offense to any of these people. Please don't take any offense. Do you know how they were referred to as? Paid public servants. Paid public servants. The taxpayers go to work. They pay your salary. Okay? And so for them paying your salary, you protect them and take care of them. And if you didn't like your job, they fired you. You didn't want to take care of the people. You didn't want to do your job. They fired you. They were paid public servants. For their exchange of all the taxpayers going to work to pay their salary. And a lot of times their education got reimbursed how to do their jobs. They got it for free. They were paid public servants. And that's why I said don't take offense for it. I'm 50, and that's how they used to refer to everybody else. And if you didn't do your job, you didn't want to do your job, they just replaced you. You didn't get to pick and choose who you helped. You did your damn job regardless. I'll tell you what, if my ex-husband wouldn't have been against me and that agent wouldn't have talked to me like that, he would have grabbed the phone out of my hand. How dare you? You're a paid public servant. I go to work and pay your job. That's why you'll help us. I pay your job. I pay your I pay you. I go to work. My tax dollars pay you. That's why you help. See, my ex-husband didn't take shit from nobody. And I'll tell you what, if he wouldn't have been against me, he would have ripped that agent a new one. That's why you help. Because you're a paid public servant and my tax dollars and I go to work to pay your income. And I want your name and your supervisor. See? Part of me would have done the same thing too if they wouldn't have drugged me up so bad so I couldn't think straight. I wouldn't have gave in when he was bullying me. I would have hung up. Even out at my clients on Shripler Church Road, we all know she should have hung up on that guy and called somebody else. I should have called the hotline and told him he was bullying me. And he would have got fired instantly. Badgering Law 1729, you are not allowed to bully a victim, a witness, or an informant. It's automatic jail time and automatically lose your badge. You can't, he's the one that went up and told on me to that church. You probably cut a deal with him. Lost his badge for that. He lost his badge picking up a case for family and friends. And then he stole every dime for his own family. Like Dixie said, I always thought that all this was ridiculous. They did all this to you just so Dave could go out with somebody else. None of this is funny. And that agent did all this so he could steal from the federal government. Because he wanted that case open, but he wanted me so scared that I wouldn't tell anybody. Well, he stole all that money and then abused the hell out of me and sold videos of it. He's mentally sick and he's a serial killer. And I cannot be his only victim. He is too organized. And you do know the guys on the other side of the duplex that didn't come back after the shooting night, they had a copy of my phone. And they were even admitting seeing me inside my house. They were the ones stalking me and taping me unaware. You know, when I first moved up there, I went to clean out the back. We're going to have trouble with them living there. I thought, why would you have trouble with us living here? We stayed to ourselves. They'd be outside talking. Everybody's seen them. Okay? They never came back after the shooting night. Well, you know what? You know what? Yeah, it was them. It was the local drug dealers. They were flashing lights in the middle of the night and scrambling phone numbers. They were that advanced. What are you doing? You're out 10 miles out of town. You're flashing lights into the sky. And flashing lights into the sky. And scrambling phone numbers. You're drug dealing. It was a local drug dealer taping me unaware. Breaking in, drug dealing me. That's where, though, they try to blame it on the police up there. Police were like, we have no idea if anybody be in your home. It'd be illegal. Yeah, it costs them their badge. It's 5 years automatically. For every constitutional right broke, it's 1 to 10. Family and friends, 1 to 10. They got drugs and kidnapping and stalking charges. That Eric giving it that's why that Eric was laughing at everybody. November 1822, Walmart 62, by the hair salon. Tape and audio right above him as you walk in the door, and one in the hair salon between 2 and 6 p.m. All the tapes before were me and not her. Ha ha ha. I did it. I came up with it. It was all my idea to do it, and it was all me doing it and not her. For all these people to turn on her, where they date, rape, drug me, and Photoshop scenes, and mocking them. November 24, 22, Mercy Medical Emergency Room. The nurse that took care of me, I think she told that lady Canton officer or another agent outside my room. We all heard that Eric make fun of us for falling for this. Yeah. I'm gonna upload this.